One of the great philosophizers of our time, Patrick Swayze, may he rest in peace, said in the classic 1980s film Roadhouse, pain don't hurt. As a physical therapist for going on 5 years this year, this is a conversation and a topic that I talk about with people weekly. So when it comes to pain, realize this: pain does not always equal tissue damage. So for example, my shoulder may feel really hot and fussy after I did a bunch of overhead work, yesterday, and I'm kind of noticing the ramifications of it today, but that doesn't inherently mean anything is necessarily torn or, damaged in that case. This leads to a common question I ask every brand new person that I get to evaluate right before I take a look at how they're moving. And that question is, what are your goals, or what are you hoping to get out of us working together? And obviously, building a plan, etc. The most common thing I hear at least 85 to 90% of the time is, I want to decrease the pain. That's completely understandable. However, we have to go deeper than that. What is pain actually limiting you from? That's really what I want to know, because that makes my job easier, and that gives us a much easier idea to go after what your ultimate goals are. For example, if I hear, I want my knee to stop hurting, okay, cool. My immediately follow-up is, let's say we're able to decrease this knee pain by, 10, 20, heck, even 30%. What will that allow you to do more of? That's really what I'm looking for. Off of that, usually it'll be something about, well, I really enjoy being in the gym, and my squat has suffered because of how my knee's been feeling. I used to squat 315. Now if I put 185 on the bar, it's really grabbing my attention. So that's kind of like a gym biased example. Or another commonality is, I'll hear that someone's low back is bothering them, and they've been pain for maybe quite some time, whether it be the past couple weeks, or maybe this has been cyclical over the past, 5 to 10 years. So I'll ask somebody, what are your ultimate goals? They'll say, I want to not have this low back pain anymore. Cool. Why is that the case? Or what will us decreasing your back pain do for you? I.e., what do you feel hindered by right now? Or what will you be able to do more of if this back pain is no longer present? And I really think that this could be really helpful for you, because having pain is one thing. It's kind of like the check engine light is on. But we have to go deeper, because ultimately that will help you better understand what your goal is, whether it be gym related things. We use squatting as an example for knee pain. My low back's really bother me, and it prevents me from going out on a casual bike ride every weekend with my spouse or with my family or with my friends. Or, man, my shoulder's really bugging me, and that's preventing me from reaching overhead to do my work activities. All of those things matter in terms of helping us better get towards your goal. Yes, pain is kind of the start, but we always have to go deeper than that. So yes, pain is kind of like the early on signal. It tells us that something is going on. But in order to get better and make this matter better to you, and also tailor getting back into physical activity, whether that be the gym, whether that be into your daily life, define that how you will, we have to be able to go deeper than that, and that will ultimately tell us more information about our goals. And if you have any further questions about pain, or just any thoughts or comments about it in general, I know this is kind of a broad overview of everything, but pain is a very multifactorial, as we say in the PT business. It's a multifactorial thing, and it can be, physical, yes, can be emotional, can be other different components of this, right? And everyone's pain experience will be different. So if you have any other questions or thoughts about this as a whole, leave me a comment down below. And like I said, that could both be helpful to you, but also you're probably not the only one that's dealing with this stuff here too, right? There's a bunch of other people that may be having familiar pains, and they may just be unsure of, what does this truly mean, both now and moving forward into the future. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe for more nerd-friendly PT videos like this. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one.